So good evening students, here we are back with our human skeletal system, okay, the system which makes your framework. Now the remaining part of this chapter, that appendicular skeleton, we are going to complete in this part, okay, in this lecture, in this life we are going to complete this part, okay, that is appendicular skeleton. Okay, so your appendicular skeleton, as we studied in the previous class, that your human skeletal system comprises of two parts. One is axial, in which your sternum, rib, vertebral column and skull come. The second part is your appendicular skeleton, okay, which comprises of 126 bones, okay, and it is your forelimbs, okay, hind limbs, all these limbs, your hand, leg, okay, pectoral girdle, pelvic girdle, these come under your appendicular skeleton. Okay, so it lies along the transverse side. The bones of the limbs along with their girdle constitute the appendicular skeleton. It is called so because it gives support to the appendages. It comprises 126 bones. Okay, yesterday we studied about this middle part. Now it's time to study about this. This is your pectoral girdle and this is your pelvic girdle. Okay, pelvic girdle, pectoral girdle. Okay, and the bones of your hind limbs and your forelimbs. Okay, these all are the different bones of your hind limbs and forelimbs. Okay, so one by one we are going to see this. First we have pectoral girdle, okay, also known as shoulder girdle. Okay, means the bones which make your shoulder, okay, that is pectoral girdle. Okay, act as a point of attachment for upper limbs and the arm muscles. Okay, in this pectoral girdle your head of humerus get attached. Different muscles of your hand, bicep, tricep, get attached to the pectoral girdle and which make your hand move or swing. Okay, so made up of two halves, it have two parts. Your pectoral girdle mainly made up of two bones, okay, one side each. So one is clavicle, another one is scapula. Okay, so the scapula is large triangular flat bone. It consists of spine and body. It is slightly elevated ridge is known as spine. Okay, you can see here, this is scapula. This is scapula. You can see here, this is scapula. This bone is scapula and this bone is your clavicle. Okay, collar bone, which we call beauty bone, which we known as. Okay, so scapula. Now the parts of scapula: acromion process, spine and body. Okay, so this is your body. Okay, you can see this part is the body. Next one is spine. This is the elevated part. Okay, this elevated part, this is spine. And then you have acromion, this. Okay, this part of this scapula is called acromion. Okay, so acromion is flat expanded process, spine is sharp ridge, okay, and large triangular bone, that is the body. Okay, so the spine project is a flat expanded process known as acromion process. Okay, so the large flatted expanded process known as acromion process, the scapula is situated in the dorsal part of the thorax. Dorsal means this side. Okay, it lies between second and seventh rib. Okay, second to seventh rib your scapula bone elongate. Okay, you can see here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so these are the 7 ribs from where this scapula is being elongated. Okay, इतना लंबा होता है scapula. Okay, next one is that below the acromion there is a depression known as glenoid cavity. It articulates with the head of humerus to form shoulder joint. Let me see you. Okay, where is our this is your humerus. Okay, the large bone of hand. It will get articulate here. Okay, you can see here, it get articulate here and it makes your ball and socket joint. Okay, it will get and articulate here. This is your glenoid cavity. Here it will articulate and it forms your movable ball socket joint. Okay, So this is your shoulder joint, which made by glenoid cavity of scapula, shoulder bone, and your humerus head. Okay. Next is clavicle. Pectoral girdle has two clavicle. Each clavicle is long slender bone with two curvatures. Okay, this bone is commonly known as collarbone. The clavicle articulate with the acromion of the scapula. The clavicle and the scapula together makes your pectoral girdle. Okay, you can see here. You can find here, this is the acromion process of scapula and this is clavicle. Okay, and this acromion process fits with this acromion process and makes pectoral girdle complete. Okay, this makes your pectoral girdle complete. Okay, so this is your clavicle, which is also known as beauty bone. Okay, here you can see, you can touch, you can feel your clavicle. It is present here. Okay, next is bones of arm. Okay, हाथों की हड्डियां, bones of your arm. Okay, so your bones of arm is humerus, radius and ulna. Okay, here. Hi बच्चों. So this is your humerus. Okay, and this is your ulna. Okay, and radius. The bone which is in the line of thumb, okay, the bone which is lying in the thumb, that is your radius, and which is away from the thumb, that is ulna. Okay, here you can see here. Okay, this is your thumb and this is in the line of your thumb, that is radius, and the other one which is not in the line to your thumb, it is ulna bone. Okay, so this is radius and this is ulna. Okay, you can also say that the radius one is little bit broader. Okay, and your ulna bone, it is thinner. Okay, second thing, this is the bones of your arm. Next we have bones of wrist. Okay, bones of wrist starts from carpal, which is 8 in number, then we have metacarpal 5 in number, then phalanges 14 in number, and these forms your bones of wrist. Okay, you can see here, this part is your carpals. Okay, then upper part here. Okay, that is your metacarpals. Okay, and uppermost part, these 14 bones which is present in your fingers. Okay, you can count it, that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 and 14. Okay, that is your phalanges which is present in your fingers. Okay, phalanges are present in fingers, metacarpals are present in palm. Okay, this area. Okay, next one, carpal, which is present in your this wrist area. Okay, so let's make your appendages hands bone. Okay, these are the hands bone. Again I am saying the longest one is humerus. After humerus you have radius and ulna. Radius bone lies towards the thumb, while your ulna bones always stay away from the thumb. Okay, next we have the bones of hand. Okay, that is your phalanges 14 in number, then your metacarpal 5 in number, and carpals 8 in number. Carpals is known as wrist bone commonly, metacarpals is known as palm bone, and your phalanges is known as digit bones. Okay, 5 digits we have, 1 2 3 4 5. In this fingers we have 3 3 3 3 3. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Okay, and 2 that phalanges are present in your thumb. Okay, so that is your hand skeleton. Okay, next we have pelvic girdle, कूले की हड्डी. Okay, or hip bone. So the pelvic girdle bones help in the articulation of the lower limbs. It is formed by two innominate bones. They are also known as coxal or hip bone. See, innominate bones matlab they are not free. Okay, they are not free, means they are 3 bones. In one bone there is 3 bones, but they are not free, they are stick together. Okay, each hip bone is made up of fusion of 3 bones: ilium, ischium, pubis. At the point of fusion of above bone is a cavity known as acetabulum, to which the thigh bone articulates. Okay, now you can see here, I will show you. Okay, this is your hip bone, and it is made up of 3 bone in one half. here 3, here 3, but these 3 are articulated each other, jointed with each other. Okay, here you can see this is your ileum. Okay, this one large one is ileum. Then you have acetabulum cavity. Okay, then you have pubis, this one is pubis. Okay, and then ischium, this one is this one is your pubis and this one is your ischium. Again I am saying this one is your ileum. Okay, this one, that one which is near to the center axis, okay, that is pubis, and which is far away from that center axis, that is your ischium. Okay, and your femur head, here we have femur. Okay, this femur head get articulate in the acetabulum cavity. Okay, this is your acetabulum cavity. Here the head of your femur get attached. Okay, and forms again one of the famous joint, ball and socket joint. Okay, that's how your ball and socket. Again I am showing this is your femur head. It will articulate with this cavity which is called acetabulum cavity. Okay, and by which your leg moves. Okay, so the pubic symphysis is made up of fibrous cartilage that joins the two coaxial hip bones ventrally. Ventrally means this side. Okay, so this part, this part having your fibrous joint, and this fibrous joint join these two hip bones together. Okay, see, this is pubis symphysis, the joint which join your both hip bones. Okay, and this is the type of fibrous joint. Next we have bones of leg. Okay, so this is the leg. It is thoda dismantled. First we have to mental it. Okay. Now this is your leg of human, bones of human leg. Okay, this is the longest and the strongest bone of your body, that is femur. Okay, see, this is the femur, two here, one here, one here. Okay, longest and the strongest bone of the body, which is known as femur bone, part of leg. Okay, then we have patella. This is one side leg. Okay, again the second one is there. So this is patella bone. Okay, you can see here, this is patella bone. Okay, and when the small children fall on the floor by their knee, okay, so first this bone breaks. Okay, then we have, it is a cup shaped bone. Okay, then we have fibula and tibia. Okay, tibia is this, the broader one, the larger one. Okay, this is tibia, and the smaller and the thinner one is your fibula. Fibula. Okay, the broader one is your tibia, long, thick and front. Okay, it lies front. ये front में रहती है. Okay, when you see your leg, the front, when you touch your lower part of the leg and you find the bone in the front, that is your tibia, and the back side, the thinner one, is your fibula. Okay, then we have leg, that foot bones. Okay, the bones which is present inside your foot. Okay, here we have tarsals, this one. Okay, this one, these are also known as heel bone. Okay, this one, tarsals. Okay, then we have metatarsals here. Okay, metatarsals. Then we have phalanges, again same, 14 in number, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and there is 2. Okay, that is phalanges. Okay, this is phalanges. Metacarpals, 5 in metatarsals, 5 in number, and tarsals, 7 in number. One thing you have to remember, that in hand we studied that there is that 8 carpals are there. Okay, but here you will find 7 tarsals are there. Okay, additional one bone which is present inside your leg, that is patella. That's why there is only 8 carpals, and here you have 7 tarsal, one less in number. Okay, so that is your bones of leg. Now this is the chart. Okay, flow chart. This is the table in which you can see the number of bones. Okay, this is the number of head, okay, the bones of your skull, that is cranial bone, 8 in number, 14 that is facial bone, ear ossicle 6, hyoid 1, vertebral column 26, and sternum. This is your bones of axial skeleton, 80 in number. Then here you have bones of that appendicular skeleton: scapula, clavicle, arm bones, hip bones, leg bones, 260. Okay, that is your bones of appendicular skeleton. Ribs is present in your axial skeleton, not here, it is misprinted. Okay, so total 206 bones are there in your skeleton, and this is the number. Okay, cranial bone, facial bone, these both makes together your skull. Then ear ossicle, hyoid bone, part of skull. Okay, then vertebral column, okay, 26 in number, sternum, single bone. Then you have ribs, which is 24 in number. Okay, and that together forms your axial skeleton, 80 bones. Okay, next we have scapula, clavicle, okay, which is the part of pectoral girdle, 4 bones. Okay, then you have arm bones, the bones of your hands, okay, that is 16 number. Then you have hip bone, 2, they are jointed together by the help of a joint which is called pubis symphysis, a type of fibrous joint. Okay, and then leg bone, 16 number. Okay, total 126 bones are there in your appendicular skeleton, 80 bones in your axial skeleton, and together the total is 206 bones inside your total human skeletal system. Okay, now next we're going to talk about joints. Now these joints are together jointed with one person is asking that total bones in children is more or in adult. Okay, in children's bone is more than adult. Okay, because they does not get ossified, that's why they have more bones. In adult we have 206, in children's nearly it is 400. Okay, so in children's we have, the children's means baby, okay, age less than 5 years. Okay, they have more bones than us. Adult have less bone, children's have means small age people. Okay, they have more number of bone than adults because their bones are not get ossified, they are free. Okay, that's why children's have more bone and adult have less bone, 206 bone. Okay, Bhanu Pratap Singh, in adult more bones are there? No, in adult less bones are there, 206. In children's more bones are there, that is nearby 400. Okay, so next we are going together to joints. Okay, so joints means your bones are not free, they are attached to each other by the help of joint. There is only one bone which is not attached to each other, that is hyoid bone. All other bones are having some types of joint. So joint on their mobility having 3 types: fibrous, okay, cartilaginous, and synovial. Fibrous are those which do not move, zero mobility, that is your fibrous type. Where 200 bone goes? Where 200 bone goes? These bones get ossified. Okay, ossification means the bone get ossified, calcium deposition take place due to your soft bone which is present in the children's, they get ossified. Okay, that's why children's, small babies have more bones than adult. Ossification is the process in which calcium deposition take place inside the bone. Okay, and the bone become more stiffer and more stronger. When you are child, your bones are soft. Okay, but when you become adult, you are goes towards the puberty. Due to the release of growth hormone, calcitonin, and other calcium absorbing and releasing hormone, your bone musculature, your bone structures become harder. That's why the babies, there when they get fracture, their fracture get easily repaired. That type of fracture is called green stick fracture in children's. In adults, fracture take times to heal. Okay, because the bone become more stiff and more pliable. Okay, but in adults the bone is soft because they do not get ossified. That is the reason why that 200 bone goes there. They go nowhere. Okay, they are present inside your body, but they get ossified, they got long, they get attached to each other. Okay, So we have three types of joint: fibrous, which are having shown no movement, then cartilaginous, slight movement, little movement are there because cartilaginous joint are there, then synovial joints, which is totally capable to move. Male and female both are having same bone. Number of bone in male and female are same, 206 in male, 206 in female. Okay, the difference is that female bones are lighter than male bones. One thing is also there, the male bones are that the pectoral girdle of male, it is wider than female, but in female the pelvic girdle is more wider than male because they have to deliver a baby. Okay, next question. How many, why they are having less weight? Okay, because they are female having less weight in their body because of their food habit, their body design. Okay, hormones related things. Okay, different hormones, testosterone, which is having more muscularity providing property, and they have estrogen. Okay, and you know also ahead we are going to study different diseases of skeletal system. In that, one is disease osteoporosis. In osteoporosis, what happen? The bone mass get reduced due to that old age. Okay, secondly, due to reduced number of estrogen inside the body of female. Okay, male body have more harder, more heavier bone because of their muscularity, all the structure design. Okay, next, why they have less weight? What about bone density in male and female? Male have more bone density than female. Okay, Rakesh Sharma, your question, what about bone density in male and female? Male have more bone density than female. That's why female get, after the age of 45 years, females get issues of that they have low calcium content inside their body. They are easily prone to fracture. The reason is, first reason is that by age, bone mass get reduced. Okay, second reason is that estrogen level goes down inside the female. Okay, that's why they have less bone density than male. Okay, Rakesh, can a female have progesterone? भाई प्रोजेस्टेरॉन फीमेल में तो होता है, मेल में कब से आ गया प्रोजेस्टेरॉन? Rakesh Sharma, can a female have progesterone? Progesterone is the sex hormone of female. Progesterone and estrogen both are female hormones. Testosterone male hormone. Some girl inject. What they inject? क्या इंजेक्ट करती हैं भाई? Some girls inject testosterone. Some girls inject testosterone. हाँ भाई, जो जिम जाते हैं वो करते हैं भाई, क्योंकि जिम जाने के लिए मस्कुलिन बॉडी चाहिए. जिनसे नहीं होता वो टेस्टोस्टेरोन इंजेक्ट करते हैं. पर अगर उन्होंने टेस्टोस्टेरोन इंजेक्ट किया तो सोचो क्या होगा? मस्कुलिन कैरेक्टर डेवलप होने लग जाएंगे इनसाइड द बॉडी, बियर्ड ग्रोथ स्टार्ट हो जाएगी. देखो, भगवान ने सबको सब कुछ दिया है. गॉड गिव एवरीथिंग टू एवरीवन. ओके, इनसाइड एंडोक्राइन सिस्टम वी स्टडीड दैट एड्रिनल ग्लैंड इज देयर. Okay, and adrenal gland secretes some sex hormones. Okay, and that sex hormone secreted equally in both female and male. Okay, but the main site of sex hormone secretion, that is your testes in ovaries, in male testes, in female ovaries. Testes release what? Testosterone. Ovary release what? Progesterone and estrogen. So if in male body that estrogen and progesterone is coming out from adrenal gland, so that testosterone depress that. Same in female, if adrenal gland start to release testosterone, their estrogen and progesterone which is coming out from ovaries, they suppress that. But if female additionally inject testosterone from outside in the form of steroid, which the gym people do, okay, that harms their body, and in female that develop secondary sexual character of male, just like beard, mustaches. Okay, next. They will get beard, will they get organ of male? अरे भाई यार, क्या क्वेश्चन पूछा है भाई. They will get, भाई तुम तो महापुरुष बनाने के चक्कर में हो. Will they get organ of male? No भाई, नहीं नहीं नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं. क्यों नेचर को छेड़ रहे हो? ऐसा होने लग गया तो फिर तो शादी की कोई जरूरत ही नहीं है. आत्मनिर्भर भारत, अपना हाथ अपने साथ. ओके, नो, by injecting testosterone in female body, they do not get male sex organs. Okay, they only get secondary character if they take heavy doses of testosterone. Again, I'm saying heavy dose. Okay, heavy dose of testosterone, if injected inside the female body, they will develop male characters. Okay. So we are on joints. Okay, so we have three types of joint: fibrous, cartilaginous, and synovial. Fibrous joints are immovable joint. They do not move. Okay, they do not have the power of mobility. Their voice may change. Their voice may change. Okay, voice character that you studied in the sexual reproduction in human. Okay, that male have the deep voice, okay, deep pitch voice, and females have high pitch voice. Okay, by taking these steroids, their voice pitches also can change. If female, normally biologically females have high pitch sound. Okay, if they start taking testosterone on high doses, then their voice become deep. Okay, जो तुम्हें चिल्लाहट सुनाई देती है लड़कियों की, वो चिल्लाहट खतरनाक roar में convert हो जाएगी. We can say that. Okay, so we on the joints non-movable, that is your fibrous, cartilaginous slightly movable, and the synovial joint, that is fully movable. Okay, so joints are point contact between bones, and bone and cartilage. Function of joint: hold bone together, bear weight of the whole body, allow movement in coordinated way. These are the functions of joint inside the body of humans. So for one by one we are going to see the joints. First we have the fibrous joint. Some girls also have sound like boys. That depends on larynx, the sound box. Okay, see, everyone is not a singer. Bhanu Pratap Singh, you says that some girls have sound like boys. Okay, that is depends on larynx. Okay, see, everyone is not a singer. Music. Okay, some boys having sound like girls. You see the movie, that Ayushmann Khurrana movie, Dream Girl. Okay, the Dream Girl movie you saw. Okay, Dream Girl movie. Okay, the Dream Girl, in that Ayushmann Khurrana says just like a girl. Okay, it is on larynx, sound producing organ of your that sound producing organ, larynx. Okay, and it is also on the how can you talk, how you will talk. Some naturally, not you can say naturally, some boys by some training they can also produce the voice of girls, and some girls by training they can produce the voice of boys by putting pressure on your larynx. Okay, dream girl. Okay, then fibrous joint. Okay, fibrous joint do not allow any movement. Okay, do not mean zero movement are there. Sutures are the type of fibrous joint. Okay, you can see the sutures which is present in your skull, which joins different cranial bones to each other. The lines which I mark on the head of this skeleton, these are the suture, which is a type of fibrous joint. Who is your dream girl, sir? बहुत बढ़िया क्वेश्चन पूछा है, दिल को चोट पहुंचाने वाला क्वेश्चन पूछा है भाई ने. ओके, ड्रीम गर्ल जैसा कुछ नहीं होता, सीरियस बात है. जो है वो खुद के ड्रीम्स है जो आपको पूरे करने हैं. ओके, स्कल बोन्स आर फ्यूज एंड टू एंड विद द हेल्प ऑफ डेंस फाइब्रस कनेक्टिव टिश्यू टू फॉर्म suture. Okay, the suture which is present in your skull, these are made up of dense fibrous connective tissue. Okay, the suture which is present in your skull, which is attaching different bone of your cranium, these are made up of dense fibrous connective tissue. That's why your skull does not have that type of mobility. ओके, अगर सोचो ये जो बोन्स एक दूसरे से अटैच है, फ्रंटल, पेराइटल, occipital, temporal, if these bones are attached to each other, what will if they are movable, then what will happen? They will move inside your brain, हो जाएगा. Okay, next one is cartilaginous joint. Okay, these joints permit limited movement. They do movement, they perform movement, but that movement is limited. Okay, this movement is about to some extent only. Okay, the bones are joined together with the help of cartilage. Example, the joint between the adjacent vertebrae in the vertebral column, which we call vertebral disc. Okay, you can see here this. Okay, I can move this vertebral column of this skeleton, but it is not moving totally. Okay, it does not allow a total movement. This is because of cartilaginous joint which is present between the vertebral columns, and this is called intervertebral discs. Okay, you remember some old age people say मेरी disc खिसक गई पीठ की. That thing is intervertebral disc displacement. Okay, by which your back will having pains. Okay, and you cannot move. See the moving movement that I am having this time. This is because of cartilaginous joint, which is present in my vertebral column, in your vertebral column. Okay, next is synovial joint, which is total mobile joint. Okay, they are mobile joint, and due to the synovial joints we can do locomotion. Okay, these joints allow consider movements. They have fluid filled synovial cavity between the articulating surfaces of two bones. Example, movement of head, wrist bone. These all are examples of synovial joint, and we are going to see one by one these joint in which is present in our body. Okay, so different types of synovial joints are there inside your body. First is pivoid joint. Okay, also known as rotatory joint. Okay, it rotate. Okay, a ring like movement is seen. Example, joint between atlas and axis. See, it will look like this. Rotation it will give to your bone. Okay, and this joint, pivoid joint, is present between atlas and axis bone. Okay, see, this is the pivot joint. Thus the way you will move your head, this movement of your head, okay, it is because of pivoid joint, which is present between your atlas and axis. Next one is gliding joint, also known as plane joint. Okay, characterized by smooth surface that can glide over one another. Joint between carpals. Okay, the carpals. Okay, this reason, जो तुम अपनी wrist को ऐसे करते हो, you can move your wrist like this. Okay, it is because of gliding joint. You know, gliding window in your home, gliding windows are there which will glide like this on a surface. Same thing is present in your carpals. That thing is called gliding joint. Okay, next one is condyloid joint. Okay, condyloid joint. The condyloid joint allows movement but no rotation. It allows the movement होगी पर rotation नहीं होगी. Okay, there will be movement present but there is no rotation present. Okay, example, wrist joint again. Okay, then we have saddle joint. Okay, the saddle joint does not allow rotation again. Okay, it enables back and forth movement, one side to side movement. Example, joint between carpals and metacarpals of thumb. Okay, this one, ये देखो, ये वाला joint, जिससे तुम thumb को यूं घुमा सकते हो. The way you are moving your thumb, okay, it is because of sandal joint. Okay, it enables back and forth movement. ये back and forth movement है, मतलब आगे पीछे वाली movement. Okay, this is your front back movement. Okay, or side to side movement, you can say that. Then we have the most popular joint, that is ball and socket joint. Okay, जिससे तुम ballers ball डालते हैं. Okay, this one, the shoulder joint, which is called ball and socket joint. Okay, permit movement in all direction. Example, shoulder joint and hip joint, that is your ball and socket joint. Hinge joint, also the opening and closing joint in the direction along the plane. Example, elbow joint and knee joint. This one, ये जो तुम तोहफा सलाम करें, ओके, कबूल है करते हो, जिससे हाथ हिलाते हो. ओके, when you do कबूल है, the movement of your hand during that time. Okay, this one, this is because of hinge joint, which is present between your humerus and radius ulna. Okay, which we also call elbow joint. Same thing in knee. Okay, knee joint. So these all are different joints of your body. Okay, different areas, different parts of your body have these type of joint. Head of humerus and glenoid cavity of scapula, that forms ball and socket joint. Then you have humerus radius ulna, that forms your hinge joint. Okay, then radius ulnar, radio-ulnar pivot type of joint. Okay, you can rotate your hand. Okay, ये hand यूं घूम सकता है. ओके, खिलाड़ी भैया खिलाड़ी वाला गाने में जो आता है. okay, between carpals gliding joint, okay, then between carpals and metacarpals of thumb, that is your saddle joint, between phalanges hinge joint, okay, जो तुम कट कट करते हो, जब हाथ को दबाते हो तो कट कट आवाज आती है, that is your hinge joint, okay, acetabulum of hip bone and head of femur, that is again ball and socket joint, okay, then knee joint is a type of hind joint. Then you have tibia fibula joint, that is tibiofibular joint, okay, then ankle joint hinge joint, okay, then between tarsal gliding joint, then pubis joint, that is pubis symphysis, which is a type of fibrous joint, okay, then you have between cranial bones frontal to parietal, occipital to parietal, temporal to parietal, these all are your sutures, okay, suture fibrous joint. Next you have between atlas and axis pivoid joint, okay, intervertebral disc cartilaginous joint, okay, and between sternum and ribs again cartilaginous joint, that is called costal cartilage, okay. So these are different joints inside your body, okay. Next we have disorders of skeletal system, okay, the disorders which we having during different type of deposition, different types of diseases of your skeletal system we are going to see, okay. So first is arthritis, which is also known as inflammation of joints. The simple definition of arthritis means that the simplest definition of arthritis is inflammation of joint. Only one line definition: inflammation of joint is called arthritis. The articulating cartilage wear away in this condition, leading to more friction between the bones. Symptoms: joint pain and stiffness. You can see here inflammation is there, and the person who having arthritis, they have pain when they move their joints, okay. It is, then we have osteoporosis, okay, osteoporosis. It is an age-related disorder characterized by decreased bone mass and increased chance of fracture. Decreased level of estrogen is the common cause, okay. This is healthy bone. This is osteoporosis, and this is severe osteoporosis, okay, severe, more severe, in which your bone become fragile. A little hit on your bone make the bone fracture, that is severe osteoporosis, in which total deposition of calcium get cancelled. Your bone does not have that much calcium, and it will become easily fragile, easily fracturable, okay. You can see here, this is a normal lady which having normal healthy bone. When it become deteriorated, then it will become just like this, okay. Next we have osteoarthritis, okay, is a degradation joint disease characterized by degradation of articular cartilage and purification of new bone, usually afflicted joints and spine, knee and hands, okay. This is osteoarthritis. Both arthritis and osteoarthritis are different things, they are not same. Arthritis is the common inflammation, common pain of that joints, okay. Osteoarthritis is specialty, okay. Special means you can say more severe, okay. It is happening in spine, knee and hand mostly. Arthritis can happen anywhere. It can happen in your fingers also, okay. It can happen in your ball and socket joint also, okay. Everywhere arthritis can happen where the joints are present. But osteoarthritis, they are mainly affects spines, knees and hands, okay. This is healthy joint, and this one is osteoarthritic joint, okay. Exposed bone, cartilage begin breakdown, the cartilage between the two bones, they start to degrade, okay. Eroding meniscus means the lower bone, the bone which is having the support of upper bone, the lower side of bone, it is get reduced due to the friction, okay. Then bone spurs, okay, bone get separated, okay, bone के ऊपर that different marks develop हो जाते हैं, okay. That is your difference between healthy joints and arthritis joint, okay. You can see here also, this is the x-ray of a person who having osteoarthritis, okay. Then we have symptoms of this: pain when using the joint, joint stiffness usually lasting less than 30 minutes, swelling in and around the joint, change in the ability to move the joint, feeling that joint is loose or unstable. These all are the symptoms related to osteoarthritis, okay. Causes: aging, old age people are prone to osteoarthritis. Being overweight, okay. Overweight में क्या होगा, your body become overweighted, the mass, the flesh inside your body is weighted more, so your skeleton have to weigh that thing, okay. okay, due to which more friction occur in the joints, okay, that causes osteoarthritis. Okay, next, diabetes, history of joint injury or overuse, okay, high cholesterol level, some autoimmune disease that affects your joint, just like rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, treatment, there no cure for osteoarthritis, but there is treatment to help relieve symptom. Okay, you cannot cure osteoarthritis, you have to do its cure, that some medications or some surgeries are there to affect down the symptoms, affect down the causes of osteoarthritis. Okay, you cannot totally delete that disease from your body if it happens. Okay, lifestyle measures such as maintaining a healthy weight or exercising regularly. Okay, if you do regular exercise, automatically your body weight remains in constant, okay, and it will not make overload on your bone. Okay, next, medication, supportive therapies, heat and cold therapies, complementary therapies, surgery and occupational therapies, these all are the treatment for osteoarthritis. Okay, next we have gout. Okay, gout, it is again an inflammatory disease, but now the thing is changes. Now between the joints uric acid will accumulate. Due to the accumulation of uric acid, inflammation occur between the synovial membrane, and that is very painful. Okay, is the inflammation of joint due to the accumulation of uric acid crystals. When your joint moves, this crystal rubs with the bone and it will friction out, it will decrease down the bone mass, because uric acid crystal it is, when it moves, rub with your bones, it will decrease down the bone mass, it will produce pores on your bone. Okay, symptoms, pain, swelling, redness and tenderness in the joint. Swelling होगी, pain होगा, redness develop होगी, tenderness means it will inflame. Okay, it will become swollen like this. Okay, then flare that lasts for a for a week or more than 2 weeks. Okay, flares that often begin in the big toe or a lower limb. Okay, one thing you have to remember, that gout mainly happens in the finger areas, either it is fingers of leg or hand. Okay, next, the affected joint is hot and swollen because it having redness and tenderness, that's why it having hot and swollen. Okay, flares is also same thing. That risk factor, being male means uric, that gout is mainly affects male body, not female body. Okay, being older, again old age related disease. Okay, then having obesity, motapa, boy, again friction. Okay, uric acid accumulation inside your body. Okay, having certain health conditions such as heart failure, high blood pressure, metabolic syndrome and chronic kidney diseases, that is the reason of developing gout. Okay, see, uric acid, it is an excretory material. Okay, if your kidney does not doing well, that that excretion process is not going well, automatically this disease occur. Okay, that uric acid start to go accumulating inside the synovial joint, and due to which this disease occur. Okay, next, drinking excessive amount of alcohol. Okay, bad thing. Eat lot of purine rich food such as red meat, organ meat, certain seafood, sugary sodas and beer. Okay, जिन खाने में प्रोटीन प्यूरिन ज्यादा होता है, okay, due to that thing it will causes accumulate in the form of uric acid in the joint, that purine. Okay, next is treatment to reduce gout symptom using flare include non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs. Okay, that glucocorticoids and colchicum. Okay, these are the drugs which is used to decrease gout. Okay, lifestyle changes such as changing diet and taking vitamin C can help and prevent and reduce the flare का मतलब होता है जो जगह है तुम्हारी सूज जाना. Okay, it will become larger. If it is in this disease, it will become like this. Okay, allopurinol or prubenecide can be provide long-term prevention for people with frequent attacks. Okay, these are the drugs which you can take during the if you having the gout. Okay, complication, if left untreated, gout can cause permanent damage to your joint and can harm your kidneys also. Okay, next is rheumatoid arthritis. It is a type of autoimmune disorder. Okay, it is an autoimmune disorder, that is your rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, it is diagnosed by presence of rheumatoid factor, a type of immunoglobulin IgM. Okay, you know antibodies, different antibodies are there. IgA, IgM, IgE, IgG, IgI. These all are different types of antibodies. Okay, and one antibody, that is your IgM, that go out and attack your synovial joint, synovial membrane. Okay, and after some time, that synovial membrane, the fluid inside that, it start to accumulate and convert into a solid mass that we called pannus. Okay, the primary symptom of inflammation of synovial membrane, okay, it is lack of untreated, then the membrane thickness and synovial fluid increases, exerting pressure that causes pain. The membrane then starts secreting abnormal granules called pannus. It is the characteristic feature of rheumatoid arthritis, which after accumulating on the surface of cartilage causes its erosion. Okay, this pannus, it is a solid mass, and when it rubs with cartilage, rubs with your bone, it may decrease the bone mass, decrease the bone density. Okay, next is the result, the fibrous tissue are attached with the bone, become ossified, making the joint immovable. Okay, in rheumatoid arthritis, if synovial joint is there and this disease happen there, then your synovial joint can convert into fibrous or cartilaginous joints, their movability is lost. The permanent treatment is surgery. Okay, next, treatment concentrate on reduction of pain and inflammation by heat treatment and physiotherapy, and in extreme cases, replacement of damaged joint have to be done. You have to totally remove the joint and add artificial joint or rod, metal rods are being placed inside the patient skeleton. Okay, this is a normal skeleton, normal that which does not have rheumatoid arthritis, and this one which having the rheumatoid arthritis. See this red thing which is accumulating here, dark red one, this is pannus. Okay, after some time the joints together attach together and form मतलब एक साथ जुड़ जाते हैं, और जुड़ने के बाद वो immovable हो जाते हैं. Okay, see this one, this is normal. Okay, and this one is rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, the pannus, okay, this pannus thing has been there and it will accumulating, making the joint immovable. Okay, you can see here, this is also a case of rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, and these are the stages of rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 and stage 4. In stage 4 you will find that both the bones are get attached to each other. Now these movable synovial joint bones become immovable. That dangerous this disease is, and it is an autoimmune disorder. Okay, stage 1 swelling and inflammation you only see. In stage 2 destruction of joint cartilage. In stage 3 granulation tissue formation take place, and in stage 4 loss of bone density, fibrous connective tissue will develop and inflammation subsides. मतलब inflammation decrease हो जाएगी और bone एक दूसरे से चिपक जाएंगी. They will get attached to each other. Your synovial joint can be converted into fibrous or cartilaginous joint. Okay. So that's all. This is your human skeletal system. In next video, we are going to discuss about muscular system, how muscle contraction take place, neuromuscular junctions, actin, myosin, all these things. For that, stay tuned and see our videos. Like, share, subscribe. Keep learning, keep growing with Tapasya, and kabhi jhukne ka nahi.